So hey guys, welcome to Mischief Talk. I'm Harry Jones. I play first grade down here at Warringah Rats and really excited to ask these kids some questions about their rugby and their experiences.
So Kay, what club do you play for and why is it the best club in Warringah?
Narrabeen Tigers, and it's the best club in Warringah because our home ground is for the Rats.
Yeah, can't argue with that. What club do you play for and why is it the best in Warringah?
So I play for Wakehurst.
We'll go to Noah. So what club do you play for and why is it the best in Warringah?
I play for Colorado Cougars. It's the best because we always win.
Well, that's hard to beat. Okay, Alexandra, and the lone representative woman in the group. What club do you play for and why is it the best in Warringah?
I play for DY Lions because it has a nice group of girls to play with.
Awesome. What does your mum say to your dad when he doesn't do what she'd like him to do? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Alexandra, would you like to volunteer an answer?
She yells at him.
Exactly.
What about you? What does your mum say?
She probably says nothing because she just wouldn't say anything.
Oh, okay. So, who is your biggest fan when you're playing and why? So maybe it's your mum or dad, brother or sister, best friend. What do you reckon?
He does really fun stuff.
Yeah, like what?
And,
Can you give us an example?
So, he sometimes brings out the tackle bags a lot. And
You like tackling?
Yeah.
You love tackling? Yeah.
I'm kind of a legend in the girls' rugby, and everyone basically knows me.
Keep going. No, that's great stuff.
Yeah. So I have a lot of friends, and they're also supportive.
Okay. Jeez, I need to get some tips off you, I think. So, who would be your favourite Rats first grader that you've seen, do you think? Do you guys have anyone in mind? Any numbers? You can say if they're ugly or not so ugly. You can say anything you like. Anyone?
They're all
Any
cool.
favourite player?
They're all cool.
Yeah? Me? That's a great choice, I agree. Anyone else all agree that I'm your favourite player?
Yeah.
Is that all good? Yeah? You agree? Yeah, cool. Okay, when you guys score a try, and I assume you all score a lot of tries, do you have a celebration that you like to do after it? Do you wave to mum? Do you wave to dad? Say, yep, you owe me $10 for scoring a try. That's a free Happy Meal at Macca's or...
No,
Yeah?
I celebrate and then my friends just like jump on me.
Do you have a dance or anything?
Sometimes I do a floss or something.
Can you just show us that really quickly right now? So, oh, wow. Okay. Well done. That's going to be hard to beat. Noah, what about you?
I normally just go to my teammates and I play them.
Oh, okay. Nice, humble. Yeah, I like that. Alexandra, what about you? I can see where this is going. Okay, yeah. All right, awesome.
I like Michael Hooper.
Okay. Yeah, why is that? He's on slow coach, actually. He's one of the coaches on there.
Because he's very fast.
Yeah?
And he's my teacher's best friend.
Oh, wow. Lucky you. You watch the women's sevens team go around at all? Or the women's rugby team?
Yeah.
Yeah? Anyone that you really like from there?
Mahalia Murphy and
Yeah.
Elliot Green.
Yeah, okay. They're really good. Ellie's a rat. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Have you watched her play for the Ratties?
Yeah.
The Rathettes, I should say.
Rathettes.
Yeah. Wow, what about... So those athletes you guys mentioned, Michael Hooper, Daly Cherry Evans, Elliot Green, would you guys like to be coached by them? If you had the opportunity?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've actually met Mahalia Murphy before. So.
I've
What about being
met
coached by her though? Would you love a one-on-one coaching session?
yeah.
Like came down to the team? It'd be
Love
pretty
it.
good, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? What part of your game, of your rugby games, would you guys get help with by a slow coach, so Michael Hooper or something like that, Elliot Green potentially? What part of your game do you guys need to improve on the most?
So if we don't protect the ball in one half, we protect the ball more in the second half.
Okay, yeah, very, very good point. Yeah, what about you?
If I could just, when people are running, I could like grab them a little more easier with my tackling.
Okay, so tackle technique. Okay, well that's something Michael Hooper is very, very good at, so I'm sure that would be very beneficial. Who's one of the fastest women's rugby players you can think of?
I don't know.
Who's the one you just said before?
Elliot Green.
She's probably the fastest women's rugby player in the world, I reckon. You got one question to ask them, what would it be?
Probably run on with him on the field.
Run on with him on the field at like the start of a Waratahs game
Yeah.
or a Wallabies game? Yeah, that would be pretty
I've never
amazing.
done it because my brother always hogs the in front of the line, and I'm very sad because I really want to go up the front with him.
Yeah, Noah, what do you reckon?
Like running better with the ball.
Okay, so you'd ask how you'd run better with the
Yeah.
ball or how you could do stuff with the ball in hand? Okay, yeah. What would your dad say if he accidentally smashed his thumb with a hammer? Well, why don't we go down the line and everyone can say a sentence? Let's keep this PG, remember? We've got to keep it PG.
So you'd probably scream and like you'd get really angry at me. So then he'd probably run
At you? But it's his fault. It's in his own hand.
So then he would not use the hammer anymore.
He'd get scared from the hammer?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he wouldn't ever use the hammer again.
Well, at some point, Dad actually had to use it.
Yeah.
Sometimes they delegate. I've seen in my household to me. Noah, what would your dad say?
swearing.
He would start swearing.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we can't. We don't know any of those words, do we? We don't know any of those words.
No,
we
you
don't know any of
don't.
those words.
No.
We're all very, very proper and well behaved.
We can bleep it out.
F word and S word.
You guys need to change parents.
No.
My dad's the best.
Oh,
My coach's name is Marcus, and that is my dad. And what I like about him is that he's the best dad in the world. My coach is my dad, and I like him because he's my dad.
My favorite coach is Scott because he always makes me improve my rugby.
wow.
Because he played like 10 years of rugby or something. Yeah, and he's very experienced.
Where was that again? Where did you play?
He played some league and he played Sydney Uni.
Oh, so we'll just bleep that part out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can't say that. Next question, guys. A Rats home game, pretty special to be down there on Saturday afternoon. What is your favourite thing to order from the canteen down here?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. What about you?
Ice cream.
Ice cream, yeah, Noah?
Pies, and then once I eat it, I roll down and eat one.
Who knows what their dad's favourite beer is?
Oh!
Down the line.
I don't know. I think it's Indian.
Indian pale ale would be the full price, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I know he drinks beers a lot, but I think it's I don't.
Yeah?
Asahi.
Okay, Noah? Asahi?
So my dad knows a lot about beer, and he talks about beer a bit. And I am now a junior beer nerd because I.
Alright guys, so what is your favourite set play or play in a game of rugby? What do you like to do, yeah?
I like to do a thing that my dad made up, which was called the hammer,
The hammer.
where we get two people and someone on our team and near the try line, and we push over and get to the try line.
So you like latch on and go over as two people, because two people is always a lot stronger than one. Okay, yeah, very good technique. I like that. What about you?
Sometimes when we're doing a scrum, always scrum half.
Yeah?
Yeah, and
Do you pick the ball up and run from the scrum
Yeah.
like Josh Holmes does all the
Yeah.
time?
Yeah,
Often
just-
too much and doesn't
Like-
pass it out to us
so
back.
I get it. But if someone was like in front of me, I'd just like push them, like get them over.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you could teach Josh how to be physical as well, even though he's like 38 years old and he's way too old to be playing rugby. Awesome. What about you, Noah?
When the 5-8 gets the ball and then they dummy it, then the next person is running through with them and then you pass it.
Oh, so like dummy and fake it to the first line, but then you draw the fullback in and pass it to your teammate and you score?
I like tackling everyone.
Okay, so you're just a defender, straight out.
Yeah.
You're just not a fan of attack.
I run with the ball, but I prefer tackling with my.
Fair enough. Heard you guys all really successful last year. That's awesome. How good has it been back out on the training paddock and back out playing this year? Just because of all those restrictions that were in place, but now you're back out in the field with all your mates playing some footy. Yeah?
It's good because you couldn't play rugby games in lockdown and now you can.
Absolutely.
It's better because you get the tackle bags out, and if you probably didn't train, you wouldn't be like the best at rugby. Like you'd probably wouldn't know pretty how to pass goodly.
Yeah.
Just have probably no idea how to probably do it. It's kind of like dawdling.
So training really improves your skills and
Yeah,
stuff like
it
that.
improves all our rugby. Yeah, and it helps us win games.
So you're happy to be back out there training and preparing for Saturdays and Sundays when you play? Awesome. Yeah. So you all love being in a team, a part of a team sort of. So that's what the Rats is. When you guys get a little bit older, all of your teams combine, and that's who we play for. We play for the whole Northern Beaches and Warringah district. So it's pretty cool to think that, you know, you three, potentially you four, could all be playing the exact same team this time in 5, 6, 7 years when you guys start playing representative rugby. That's pretty cool to think about. This weekend is junior round, so the Rats have it every single year. We usually wear a jersey, but this year's pretty special. So this one has every single name of all of your people that play for your clubs, from the under 6s or under 5s all the way up to under 18. So every single one of your names is on this jersey somewhere. Yeah, you have to look pretty closely,
I
but
can
you'll see it.
see mine. I don't know why you look that hard.
Whereabouts are you?
I can't find one there.
Just there?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, Slow Coach is sponsoring this weekend, which is really, really good, and they're sponsoring this segment, and they're willing to offer you guys a free hot chips and a Coke this weekend. So would you guys all be keen to come down for this weekend and help the boys run out and prepare the game?
I'd like a Coke.
Yeah? You like
love
Coke?
Coke.
You guys want to run out with the team as well?
Yeah,
At the
yes.
beginning of the match?
Yes.
We might be able to get you at the front of the line and everything. Okay, how good? Let's do that.
I can show my brother that I'm allowed to go in front.
So hey guys, it was really, really special to have those kids in here, just asking them about their footy life and their home life and stuff like that. It just really shows the importance once again of those grassroots rugby clubs. Everyone in the Warringah district, it's such a good vibe down here on the Northern Beaches, feeding into this great club. I played over 100 games for Newport myself. Unfortunately, Newport weren't here tonight to showcase their brilliance, but yeah, it really emphasises the importance on those grassroots clubs, and whether you're male or female, playing rugby is an awesome start to your life. And as a kid, I always dreamed of playing down here for Warringah and playing first grade. And a couple of years ago, we got that premiership win, which is, you know, a huge childhood dream of mine. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without the support of Newport Rugby from the under 8s all the way through to the Opens, I think it was. So yeah, it's been a long ride, but just to see those kids in here and how passionate they were about their sport and about their friends and their training and their parents supporting them, it just shows that club rugby is still really strong, and the feed into this awesome club here is it's still strong as ever, if not it's thriving even more. So really shows the importance there, and yeah, it's pretty special to see their passion for the game still really up and running. So it's junior round this weekend, and it's an awesome round every year. We celebrate all the kids that are coming through our catchment area, and as you can see on this jersey, every single kid that plays from Newport to Wakehurst and all the clubs in between have their names on the jersey, and it's pretty special. And you can actually purchase these jerseys at the Warringah Rugby Club website. But this segment's brought to you by Slow Coach, and they're the major sponsor behind this weekend's junior club round.